No one around there's going to be happy. And it just amazed me that this is the strategy that happened to work in Pisidian Antioch. Not that the message of God was not well received, because we read that they loved it. They couldn't get enough of it. But then, here's the sad part. Jealousy is the stumbling block that Satan uses. Satan knew of a way that could finally get Paul and Barnabas out of Pisidian Antioch. Jealousy. The women couldn't do what Paul and Barnabas could do. So let's get them out of there. Not only that, Satan uses the smartest and most respected people as a means of deterring the gospel. That is a sad statement, but it is so true today. If you want to prevent something, have someone smart say something totally off the wall and say, oh, well, it must be true because they're smart. It's like when I teach students at school, I go, how many of you believe that everything on the internet is true? And everybody raises their hand. Isn't that sad? We don't do enough investigating ourselves to know what's going on. And in this case, no one was truly listening to the message. They were listening to what other people were saying around us. And that's sad. Not only that, Paul and Barnabas planted seeds of God's love. And that's all you can do. There are some times when Daniel's going to be Daniel, and I want to speak something nice to him. He's just going to go, and I'll go. But I know he's heard it. Because they do. We all listen. We may not agree with it, but we will hear it. I had a student, when I was teaching general music in high school, that every day I played jazz for them to come in on. I was a big jazz fan. I said, look, by the time you're 21, all of you will like jazz. So every day they walked in, I played them an American artist by the name of Harry Connick Jr. There was one student who protested over and over again, I'm going to gag, I'm going to throw up, can I steal the CD, can I break it? Every single day for a semester, the kid complained, or the student complained about the music I was playing as they came in. 4 years later, he comes up to me at a football game and says, I just want you to know. I said, what? He said, I have every Harry Connick Jr. CD that ever has been done because I love it. You never know. You never know what kind of seeds you're planting. And usually the people who are the loudest, that protest the most, are the ones who are listening the most. And they really are. So in this case, I know something must have happened because they planted the seeds. Because the Bible says Paul and Barnabas left how?
They were evicted.
They were evicted, but what was their spirit?
Oh, joyful.
They were happy. That's all you can do. If you've done God's work and you focused in upon serving or furthering God's kingdom, you have done your job. You have focused in. And the men were expelled from the region, but God's message was delivered. You can say all you want to about how these people were run out of town, whatever happened, but the seeds were there. People don't get upset unless they're thinking. And last but not least, they shook the dust from their feet and they traveled elsewhere. And sometimes that's just all you have to do. Shake the dust off and go somewhere else. And so that is all about Paul's first sermon today. That's the end of the lesson.
Just an announcement. Over on the wall